So children, our first program is program to display whether the number is even number or odd number. So let me tell you how to write, where to write, and how to get the output. First of all, you need to download BlueJ and JDK. You can download from any website. Just type in Google BlueJ for Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10. But bits you need to remember, 32-bit or 64 bits. Download BlueJ and JDK, install it. So I've already installed BlueJ. When you double click, you'll get the first screen somewhat like this. Click on the project, new project. You type here class 10. Click OK. You'll get the interface for class 10. Now you can click on the new class. Type here P1. Class name is user defined name. You can write any name, any user defined name, but will begin from P1, P2, P3, P4 like that. Click OK. Then double click this one. You get the interface. Then you can use mouse for selection like this, or you can use Ctrl+A for full selection, then press delete key. Now we need to write the package, because packages are the library function, collection of library functions. So the package for Java is import java.io asterisk, then semicolon, again import java.lang asterisk, semicolon, then class say P1, so first program, then public static void main. Now what is public? Public is an access specifier, which means that we can access the properties whatever is defined from any bit within the program. Static, it skips the instance creation, directly we can run the program. Void means no return type, not even null. And main is a function, default function, will send message to compiler that after this main part of the program begins. In this question we need to ask one number from the user, so we'll use the parameterized way. We'll ask the number that should be of integer type. Let us take n as a number. Now we need to take a decision, so we'll use if number modulus 2. It's a modulus operator, because division has two operators, slash and modulus. Slash gives quotient of division, whereas modulus gives remainder of divisions. For even number, the logic is when number divisible by 2 divided by 2, the remainder should be 0. So this part we need to check for 0, so we have to compare. So comparison operator we have to use. Double equal to is known as comparison operator. Compare with 0. If this condition matches, then we'll print system.out.print. But remember, for system, S should be capital. It's a case sensitive. Wherever capital is required, you need to type there. So I'll be writing here even number. But see, inside the print command, inside double inverted comma, whatever you write, that is simply a message which you need to display. Now else part, else is the default. If the number is not even, then by default the number is odd, so that becomes the else part. Write odd number. We'll close the curly bracket of if as well as function and class. Else is closed. This is for function, class 1 is extra. Just close it, compile it. You get no syntax error. When you get no syntax error, that means your program is correct. Say suppose if I miss semicolon, if I compile now, I'll be getting the error. See, so to remove the error we have to use the proper syntax, proper grammar should be used. Then close it, then right click, void main. If you type the value, say 14, click OK. It's an even number, then option clear. Now if I need to give any other numbers, say 9, I'll be getting 9 as odd number, so option clear, close it. So children understood how we write if else. So if else can be written for such program where we have to decide, we have to take our decision, but only two conditions. If we have more than two conditions, we have to move toward nested if else. So is this clear, children? So children, our next question is program to display greater number out of three numbers. That means three different number we have to ask from the user, and our program should be written in such a way so that it will display the number which has higher value, greater value. But remember one thing, children, here three number we have to ask, so we have to ask three different number, because our program is to display greater numbers, so there should be some difference between all the three numbers. They should not be equal and all. So let us begin the programs. So again we'll open the BlueJ, but now you don't have to create the project. Simply click on new class, type the class name as P2. P1, P2, P3 will continue in this way. Just open this one, Control A full selection, delete it. Let me increase the font size bit. So our first part is import java.io.asterisk, then again import java.lang.asterisk semicolon, then class, this is P2, then public static void main. Now here we have to ask three different numbers, so int a comma int b comma int c. Why three numbers? Because we are comparing three different numbers, so three different number we have to ask from user. Now the logic, if say let us consider the first number, so a if greater than b, as well as, that means and operator is written by 2 ampersand, a greater than c. So if this both condition matches together, then we'll print system.out.print, and we'll print greater number and the value of greater number also, that is plus a. So we can close this one. Now for the second condition, that is else if bracket again. Now we'll take the condition for the second number, so b greater than a, as well as we'll go for the second one, that is b greater than c also. So here again system dot out dot print, and we'll write greater number, that is b. Okay children, now the last one we don't have to give any condition because it comes by default. So system dot out dot print greater number is equal to, that is plus c. We'll close the else part, close the function, close the class. Let us make the small font so that the entire screen is visible. So see here, this is the program. After writing this, we'll compile. Again we are getting no syntax error, that means our program is correct. We'll close this one. Then P2 part, we'll right click, we'll go for the void main. See, it asks for three different numbers. I'll be giving the first number as 10, second number I'll be giving as say 15, and third number I'm giving as 12. Now see, out of these three the greater number is 15. Let us check whether our answer is correct or not. So click OK button. See children, we got greater number as 15. So this is our programs. So children, the first program which we did, that was using if else, and second program what we did, that is nested if else. So children, our third program is the program from switch case. So for switch case, let me tell you, it is a jumping statement. The switch value should match with case value. As per as switch value, the particular case get executed. So that's why in each case there is one keyword used, that is known as break, which terminate, which transfer the control out of the block. And in this question, so the question is program to display, calculate and display area of rectangle and area of square. So when user input 1, the program will display area of rectangle, and when user input 2, it will display area of square. If user input say 5, 6, 7, 8 or some other number except 1 and 2, the program will display a message say wrong input. That means a default gets executed. So now children, what we have to do is we have to click on the new class. We'll write here P3, the class name. We'll open this one, Control A for selection, then delete it. Then we'll write say import java dot io dot asterisk, then import java dot tank dot asterisk, then class P3, then we'll write here public static void main. Now see children, program 1 and 2 we ask the value during compile time. That means inside the main function we ask the value. That's parameterized way. For switch case we have to use runtime asking the value. That means user input will be during runtime. So for that we have to write here throws io exe eptio and exception. So here IOE are capital. Now here one syntax we have to write, that is buffered reader, and br is equal to new buffered reader bracket new, then input stream reader, then again bracket, then system dot in, then we'll close the first bracket, second bracket to only VF. We'll close this one. Let me make it small so that you can see this one, entire content. So this is all about the syntax. Now we'll ask system dot out dot print, and message will give, so enter your choice. User will give a choice, that is int n is equal to the number value. When you ask, you have to write this way, integer dot parse int, and here br dot read line. See, usually what happens when you use buffer reader, you are allowed to ask only string value. but when you ask integer value from user, you have to convert the value to integer, and in that case we use one keyword, integer dot parse int. So now this value we have to pass inside the switch, as this becomes the switch value. So after switch curly bracket, then case, then space should be there, 1, then colon is there. Now case 1 is for area of rectangle. So for that again we need to ask system dot out dot print. So we'll be asking enter, say, length. This is just a message how you need to ask. So int, let us take L is equal to again integer dot parse int br dot read line. So we ask the value, we can simply copy this one by Control C and we can paste it here, and we can right now here make changes, enter breadth, and for breadth I will take as B. So length and breadth we asked from the user. Now we'll display the area, so int area is equal to length into breadth. Now we'll display this one, system dot out dot print. So we'll write here area of rectangle, that is plus a, and we have to give a break keyword as it executes only one. So case 1 is ended up. Now let us copy this one only and we'll paste here. Just make some modification, like now case will be 2 and we'll ask only one value, because for a square we need only a side. So enter side, let us take int s for the side, area is side into side, and this is area of square, that is a break. This part will be the same. Now case 3, we don't have case 3, only we have case 1 and case 2. So we'll write default. In default we'll give one message, that is system dot out dot print, that is wrong input, wrong input. So after displaying the message also we have to use a break keyword, as it get stopped or terminate, forgetting this one. Now switch, function and class. Then we'll compile this one. See, we got no syntax error. We'll close this one. We'll right click on the P3, void main. It asks a choice during runtime. We didn't got a box. Okay, in the previous question we used to get a box parameterized way. This is buffer reader, so we are getting the options to type the value or input during runtime. So the value I'll be giving is, say, let us give the value 2. Let me close. Say I give 2, press enter. See, it asks me enter side. So now side is 4, then area of square is 4 into 4, 16. Further it won't get any executions. We'll close this one. Again we can check by right clicking, void main. Now I want to give the option as 1. See, it's asking for length and breadth. So now area is correct. We'll clear this one also. Now again we'll check. I want to give any other number, say 6. It will give a wrong input because 6 is not there. So default get executed. So children, this is all about our this program. So this program, so let us move to the program 4, and the program 4 is from ternary or conditional operator. So this is the program, like we need to display whether the number is odd number or even number, but using ternary or conditional operator. Okay, so using if else already we have learned in program 1. Now the same question we'll be learning using ternary or conditional operator. So we'll use again P4 for the new class. Just open this one, delete it, write import java.io.asterisk import java.lang.asterisk, then class P4, then public static void main. We'll ask only one value. We don't have to take a runtime value, that is only for switch case we need. Then let us take a string value, a string. So S will store the even number or odd number concept. So first of all we'll give the conditions. So we'll give the inside the bracket if n modulus 2 double equal to 0, this is the condition. If this is true, then it will be even number, else means colon, it will be odd number, so now see here, this is the condition, this is true expression, this is odd expression, and the true or odd expressions of value even number and odd number, they are group of character. So to store them I took a variable s which is of string type, because the string can hold a group of character. Now let us display system.out.print will display simply s, because s is storing the value, the output. Now we'll close this one, we'll compile, we got no syntax error, close it, P4, right click, void main, let us take any value 15. If we compile, it's a odd number option, clear it. Now let us go for another number, that is let us take 18, which is even number. So children, ternary and if else both are almost same. So the program which can be done using if else or nested if else, the same program can be done by ternary or conditional operator also. So children,